Tonight, sex trafficking back in the headlines, given the investigation and raids on the homes of rap and business mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
I talk with activists who are using this moment in time to talk about the issue as a whole.
Stop human trafficking!
Stop human trafficking!
The chant of walkers last year in the Inland Empire on sex trafficking.
There is not a specific type of trafficker and what they look like, right? It's not like a trafficker has a pimp and a cane and walks with a limp.
Raising awareness is Ashley Hill, a therapist, with this warning.
It looks like a man or a boy or girl talking to your daughter or kid online and just getting to know them. That's what it looks like.
Given the investigation into sex trafficking and federal raids on the homes of rap and business icon Sean Diddy Combs, I talk with Bay Area educator Nola Brantley.
I'm a subject matter expert and a national survivor leader that helped to spearhead this movement in our state and nation.
Her website is filled with educational opportunities in the fight against sex trafficking.
It's a movement just like it was a movement when the first child abuse report happened. There was no way to report child abuse in our country. There was a time you can get the crap beat out of you and open the door and say, it was a domestic matter, and the police will say, bye-bye, while the woman is behind the door, beat to death. That would never happen now because there was a domestic violence movement. And so this is another social movement in our nation.
Mm-hmm. And what do you say is your role with this movement?
I think my role in this movement has been primarily to amplify the voices of survivors.
Fair to say this triggered something within you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, all this stuff triggers something within me, right? I'm a survivor of sex trafficking. I was right there in the mix of the entertainment industry. I was just a kid. I mean, when I was 15, I looked 11 or 12 because of the anorexia. You couldn't mistake me for not being a kid.
Hill, meanwhile, is holding her next support walk in May. She's the founder of Magdalena's Daughters to protect vulnerable foster youth and
to house foster youth in a different way. How can we take care of foster youth and actually meet the needs that they have specifically for commercially sexually exploited foster youth?
The next march by Magdalena's Daughters is set for May 4th in Upland, a nonprofit named after the Bible's Mary Magdalene.
So there's a lot of misconceptions about this and things that people get wrong. And I'm still trying to sort of put my head around it. What do you think is the biggest thing that people get wrong on this topic?
I asked them that. One thing they said, they think that people think it's overseas, doesn't happen in America,
right,
and that it's not somebody that's right, underneath your nose, somebody right that you know.
Yeah.